people stopped. They stared, some even cried. And not because of a celebrity sighting, but because of a wall. A giant wall near a bustling university street suddenly transformed into something unexplainably beautiful. In the heart of Seoul, near Hongdae University, where music spills out of cafes and creativity flows through every street corner, something caught the world's breath. A building ordinary just days ago was now draped in purple dreams. 7 faces, glowing, smiling, together, for the first time in what felt like forever. We are back. Congratulations on your full group comeback. These words weren't part of a corporate ad campaign. No brand logo, no business pitch, just raw, real love from the fans who never stopped waiting. Fans who counted the days, the hours, the minutes, until BTS would be whole again. This wasn't just an ad. It was a love letter. A carefully planned, passionately executed project born from a global fan base with hearts too full to stay quiet. ARMY didn't wait for a company to celebrate. They built a celebration themselves, from scratch. The project began with an idea, a hope, and then it spread. Volunteers from fan communities worked together, some designing, some fundraising, some scouting the perfect spot where all of Seoul could see, and they found it. Right at the cultural epicenter of youth, music, and freedom. Hongdae. One day before Jungkook's military discharge, the ad was unveiled, and the world noticed. Fans on social media shared pictures of the billboard with captions like, "I'm crying in the street right now. We've been waiting for this," and simply, "They're coming home." The image went viral within hours. Over 80,000 views and thousands of retweets. But more than the numbers, it was the feeling that mattered. That collective heartbeat of millions pulsing with one simple truth. They're almost here. All 7. And this movement didn't stay in one place. It didn't even stay online. Subway stations began lighting up with tribute ads. Buses started rolling through Seoul, wrapped in BTS visuals. Billboards began popping up with handwritten fan messages. Entire neighborhoods turned purple, not because someone told them to, but because ARMY chose to paint them with their love. And maybe the most beautiful part, it was never about just watching BTS. It was about standing with them, about creating something for them, about saying, "You gave us strength when we were lost. Now let us give something back as you come home." Some fans traveled hours to see the Hongdae wall in person. They stood beneath it, took pictures, whispered thanks through tears. Some just sat and stared, letting the moment soak in. After so long, the silence was breaking. The reunion was real, and it was closer than ever. This isn't just a comeback, it's a return to wholeness. Each enlistment was a goodbye, yes, but also a promise. A promise that they'd come back stronger, that they'd come back together, that their story wasn't over. And now, for the first time in years, that story is turning a page. One written not by a company, not by the media, but by fans. By people who waited through the dark for the light to return. It's more than music. It's more than fame. It's about connection. About a bond forged across time zones, languages, and life seasons. And as that purple wall in Seoul quietly glows in the night, the message is loud and clear. BTS is almost back. And we never stop believing. To every fan who waited, to every heart that held on, this is your moment too. So stand tall, smile big, and get ready. Because the ones we've been waiting for are finally on their way home. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you felt even a spark of what ARMYs are feeling right now. Because something historic is unfolding, and it's only just beginning.